So I want to ask you before we even get this video started, do you have any bad habits you want to discuss before we start? Do you want to confess to our family, our YouTube family?
Sometimes I don't flush when I pee.
Oh my God. I believe you said that.
I ain't scared. He didn't say it. The movie said, if it's yellow, let it mellow. Hey, family.
Hey, family.
My name is Jomo.
I'm Charmaine.
And we come together
with real, raw, and relevant conversation.
In this video, we're going to talk about bad habits in relationships.
Okay, so number one.
Neglecting hygiene.
Ooh, baby.
Letting yourself go. Not brushing your teeth in the morning time. Trying to kiss all up on people and your mouth smell like an alligator. I think care of your nails.
This could actually affect intimacy. It could affect even having sex with your spouse.
Shaving.
Yeah, all of it. That could affect
Look like you got buckwheat in the headlock.
Jomo. Okay, so
hygiene. Take care of yourself. Clean your nails.
That is a bad
habit.
And
deodorant.
The thing is I don't think you would have been doing this when you were dating.
You done dropped off.
So you have totally dropped off.
Let yourself go.
Because when you're dating and the person trying to get to know you, you put your best foot forward, right?
Correct.
So you're taking a bath on a regular basis.
You're taking care of
your hair. You're brushing your teeth. Making your breath smells good.
Dental care.
Right. And the thing is some people think just because you brush your teeth, your breath smells good. Well, if you have dental issues, just because you brush your teeth don't mean your breath smells good. It might be a health-related issue that you need to deal with in order to eliminate the problem. And you should address that. You shouldn't just let it go on or feel bad about it.
And sometimes people don't even realize they have a bad habit until someone addresses in a relationship. Because if you've been single all your life, you don't even know it's a bad habit.
Right.
And just taking care of yourself and your overall health and getting regular checkups and your pap smear and all the other stuff y'all women do.
Because you're not supposed to have an odor. You're not.
You're not supposed to have
Usually if you have any bodily odor, whether it be coming out of your mouth or other openings in your body, that is a sign that something is wrong. Even to the point where when you sweat, if your sweat smells foul, your sweat is not supposed to smell foul. Like that's your body detoxing something that is going on. So you need to figure out what's going on with yourself.
Yeah. Number two. Unnecessary spending and running up debts and not telling nobody about it.
Being secretive about it.
Because
you can't grow as a couple financially if you're hiding debt and you're hiding spending.
Yeah, it's amazing how some people be spending money and you don't even know it.
I'm going to assume that you're not talking about me. I'm going to assume positive intent.
Yeah, this be like, man, why my credit drop? How did it happen? You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, your credit card shot up. Really? How your credit card shot up? How did that happen? Credit karma.
You like Credit Karma?
Yeah, they be telling.
What do you like about Credit Karma then? How do you think that's gonna avoid a bad habit?
Well, if people wouldn't spend so much money, Credit Karma wouldn't drop a credit.
You are so funny. Credit Karma don't drop your credit. They just notify you when your credit has dropped.
They notify me that people are spending too much money.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you communicate with your spouse.
Right.
When you're going to get loose on the credit card. And say, you know what, hey, babe, some things popped up, some unnecessary spending happened. And I felt led to tell you that I spent unnecessarily on things. And so you just got to communicate when, you get loose with the card.
Okay. So the next thing is being overly defensive when you're having communication or you're talking or you're addressing something, being overly defensive, because what happens is you're creating a culture within your marriage that makes a person not want to communicate to you.
Yeah, because if you're always so defensive, a person will be apprehensive to come to you with real issues.
Right.
Because of how you respond. It's almost like the story about crying wolf.
Right.
When you cry wolf so much that when you really need help or you really want to talk, people don't really want to receive from you because you don't receive
it. When you're being defensive, you're not really receiving, you're blaming.
Correct. That's good.
You know, when you always have your hands up, you can't receive anything.
Correct.
So
you'll never listen. You'll never learn if you never listen.
Yeah. And then that goes right into criticizing.
Yeah.
If you're always criticizing someone's never right, they're always doing something wrong, you can't find any good or positive in anything they do, it makes people feel like, why even do it?
If you want a man to run from you, be super critical.
Right.
One thing I hear from many men in reference to relationships is that they get all the negative without the positive.
Right.
They get all the things they do wrong, but they don't hear about all the things they do right.
Right.
Balance feedback.
Balance.
You know, there's something, I mean, you're with them for some reason. They did something right at some point in time. Mm-hmm. So balance the feedback, you know, in reference to, you know, give a little praise when you're giving criticism. All right.
That's good.
The next one, unhealthy competition. You compete over money. You compete over fitness. You compete over this. It's not about competing. It's about completing. Somebody may be in a relationship, be better at one area than the other. That's good. Right. You know, you make more money. You know, right. you're in better shape. Or whatever it is, why can't we just work to be better together?
Right.
And, you know, not be competitive. Well, you know what? I cleaned up the house and I did this and I did that.
We're always trying to get credit.
Always trying to get credit and bonus points on things that we should just
keep doing anyway.
Exactly.
Right. I think when it comes to competing in relationships too, it makes people feel inferior, the other person feel inferior. And sometimes that could be an issue that you have, like a heart issue that you have. Right. You're deflecting your issue onto someone else. So just be careful with that. If you can see yourself being this way in your relationship, try to figure out what the root cause of it is and attack it that way.
The last one for today, and I think might be the most important one, is unrealistic expectations. Mm-hmm. This is so detrimental and damaging.
Right.
Oftentimes, one of the areas of unrealistic expectations, finance is there, but it's often sex. Male and females often have a different idea of what sexual satisfaction is, what frequency is, what regularity is, and what is off limits. So oftentimes when you come to a relationship and you may came out of a relationship where you're highly sex, or, you know, or a person was very adventurous with you. Mm-hmm. And so now you get into your current relationship and your mind has been blown. And now you're trying to take, you know, 15 men or 15 women and make them one person. And so now your expectations for sex or finances or love or time is so warped based on all the relationships you have. So you have to get clarity on what to expect. You know what? Being with Charmaine for the last 25 years is a certain expectation. Now, you can't try to make somebody who they're not.
Right.
But you can have communication and, you know what, babe, these are some of the things I've liked. And let's see if we can work to get towards some of them. But you're not going to get everything you expect.
Right.
And so what happens, that leads to a lot of frustration, anxiety, stress, because you're not getting what you need. And when an unmet need is there, it will often get met outside the relationship.
Right. Just make sure when it comes to unmet needs or expectations, I should say, when it comes to expectations, that you communicate what your expectations are from the very beginning.
Correct.
And let's say you've been married for 10 years and you've never really discussed expectations. It's never too late to to sit down, write down what you expect from your husband as a husband. He writes down what he expects from you as a wife. And then you guys come together with your list of expectations and come up with one that you have compromised on expectations.
And then you try to walk that out.
Absolutely.
Well, we hope you like this video on bad habits.
Yes.
And we will come back with a part 2 of this particular topic. Remember,
Love, laugh, and learn.
Be blessed.